Yo, what is up YouTube? Alright, we are here to go live again for the third time this week, doing a workout for skaters, dedicated, designed for skaters, so get involved, obviously free. We're going to be starting in a few minutes, wait around, see who comes along. And yeah, for this one, you're going to be needing just something like a chair or a sofa. So I've got this one here and a box as well. So this is like 20 centimeters tall. If you don't have a box, you can just use your board, but just make sure that it doesn't move at all. So, what's up, Affan? What's up, everyone? So yeah, for the people that have just joined, we're going to be going live. Well, no, we are live. We're doing a live workout for skaters. This is the third one I've done this week so far. The people have been hyped. What's up, guys? Patino, what's up? Small dubbed. What's up? Good to see you guys back. Seas with Steve, yeah, what's up, mate? Santiago, good afternoon. Alright guys, so for this one what we're going to be needing is, hi Haley, how's it going? Alright, we're going to need literally just like a sofa or a chair, something at knee height, and as well a box. So if you don't have a box, you can use your board, just make sure that it doesn't move. Yeah, this is just like a solid 20 centimeter high box, more or less. Just something that you can jump on top of, right? So you can even use just like a stack of books or whatever, you know? Just something that isn't going to break as you just land on top of it. Yeah, I usually work out like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'll skate usually like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, maybe Sunday as well. Yeah, I pretty much do it like that. So for everyone that's just joined, we're going to be going live. Fuck, I keep saying like we're going to be going like we are live. We're doing a live workout for skaters. This is the third one we've done so far this week, and they've been pretty fun, to be honest. I think the people have been hyped, and yeah, what you're going to be needing is just like something like a chair or a sofa, something at knee height, and a box as well that you can jump on top of. I've got a box. You can use your board. You can use some books. You could use a frying pan, a saucepan, if you wanted to. So yeah, today we've got my mate Caesar with us today, so we're gonna have to take it pretty easy. We'll do some we'll have to lower the resistance just to accommodate for him. We'll wait just like a couple more minutes, see who else comes along, and then we'll get going. So yeah, tomorrow as well, I can finally go skate. This is going to be the first time we've been allowed out of the house in like 7 weeks. We can go skate from 6 to 10 in the morning, and then 8 to 11 at night. So yeah, see if I remember how to skate tomorrow. Yeah, for everyone that's just joined, we're doing a workout for skaters at home with just all you need. The only equipment you need is just a chair or a sofa, a box. I've got a box here, something you can jump on top of. You can use your board if you want, just make sure it doesn't move. And yeah, we're gonna get going very soon. Very, very soon. So yeah, this is going to be the last one I'm doing this week as well. So maybe we'll have some more coming next week. Undecided. Maybe we'll make this more of a regular thing. I need to kind of have a little plan, see how I can make that happen. Would people want this to be like a regular thing? Even after quarantine and that, just like regular, would they be down for like regular workouts? I'll take the silence as a yes. Alright, okay. Let's get going, I guess. Shout out to Lisbon. My girlfriend is from Lisbon. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Alright, I guess we're going to get started. So for everyone that's just come and they've got no idea what the hell is going on, we're doing a live workout for skaters, designed for skaters. So yeah, this is the third one we've done. You're going to need just a chair or a sofa, something at about knee height, and as well like a box. So we got this little box here, but you can use your board. Just make sure it doesn't roll. So you just need something that you can jump on top of. Alright, should we do it, people? Is the music at the right level? You can still hear me and everything, right? Let's get it. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, so as always, we're starting off with a warm-up, with a dynamic warm-up. If you've got anything that you personally like to do to warm up, you can get it done. What's up, Rodrigo? Welcome to the session. So, alright, let's do it. So we're just going to start off with the classic star jumps or jumping jacks, depending on where you are in the world. So we're going to do 30 seconds of these. Get the old blood pumping. I still haven't organised the timer, so we're doing the mental countdown. See if I can, how close I can get to exactly 30 seconds. Alright, so after this, we're now going to do like side star jumps. So you're going to do right leg, right arm over, then you're going to swap over and do left leg, left arm. So now we're going to do 30 seconds of these. Alright, muy bien. So after that, we're going to do these little side-to-side lateral lunge things. So you're going to step to the side, have that right leg straight, flex the left knee, ass back, and you're going to touch the floor, and then you're going to hop over and do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to do 10 of these each side, lateral lunges both ways. Three more. Last one. All right. All right, so next one, we're going to be getting down on the floor in like a push-up position. So get your wrists underneath your shoulders. Just come up into a normal push-up position, and then step one foot up next to your hand. And from this position, we're just going to be opening up, stretching up to the sky, holding it for like a second, and then coming back. And we're doing 5 of these each side. Now step your foot back, bring the other one up, wrist under your shoulder, and just do the same thing. So reach up, come back. Last one. Alright. How people doing? So everyone that's just joined, we're like just in the warm up now. We're just doing a little workout, so get involved, warm up quick, and get involved. Alright, so we're going to be doing as well a little thing to wake up the old gluteal region. So you're going to come down onto your back with your feet close to your ass and at about 45-degree angle out. And from this position, contract your core and then bring your hips up. So don't do the movement from your back, do it from your hips. So your hips are like hinging up, and come up to a point where you're in a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. So in this position now, you're just going to squeeze your ass at the top. Just squeeze it like super tight. And we're just going to hold this position for a little bit. Wake up, Mr. Sphincter. Hold that position. A lot of people don't know how to properly activate their ass, so this is a good little thing to do at the start of your workouts. Make sure you're taking full advantage of that most powerful muscle in your body. Caesar, mate, you better actually be doing this and not just typing away. Alright, so we're going to start off now with a little bit of hip mobility as well. So you can get a pillow down if you want, if not, no worries, just a little bit more comfortable. And from this position, you're going to have your knee underneath your hip. And the goal with this is to just do the movement from your legs. So I want you to focus on keeping your pelvis as still as possible and the rest of your body as still as possible. And we're going to be, if you want as well, to like have your hand on something to just keep your balance. We're just going to be basically coming up like that and then bringing our leg around in like a kind of half moon path, and then just going back the same way. So you're basically just trying to take your hip through the widest range of motion that you can go without flopping your pelvis around. So it can be good if you just do this with your socks, if you're on like a carpet or something, just helps it slide, or bare feet. Or if you've got shoes on and you've got quite a frictiony ground, then you can just lift your foot up just a little bit so it's almost like floating across the floor. Alright, so you can grab that support if you want, and you're just gonna come around like that. Have your hand on your hip as well if you want to just feel what's going on with your pelvis. Bring your knee up and then go back the same way. So you're going to feel that, like all of those deep muscles in your hip. Come back up. Alright, last one on this side. Alright. How's the people doing? Alright. So, I guess I'll go on the other side now. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing now on the other side. So get that knee underneath the hip and just take it around. You're going to feel this deep in that hip. You're going to be like, oh, I didn't even know I had some muscle there, you know? Alright. Yeah, these kind of things are great as well for like increasing your flexibility in that, but like active, actual usable flexibility. because you're building strength in those like awkward corners of your range of motion, you know. Come back around. Oh, yeah. Alright. Gotten fat in quarantine. No worries, mate. Get on this workout and we'll start burning those kilos away in no time. It's super normal to put on an extra weight when you're like sitting around not doing as much exercise. So no worries. Alright, okay. So we're gonna move on now to this is where you're gonna get your little box out, and we're gonna be doing these little sit to jump things. Okay? So you're gonna put that box about 40 centimeters more or less in front of you. And from this position, we're going to be basically just trying to jump up as fast as we can and landing on one foot on top of that box. So I want you as well to not, you're gonna want to do this, like do a little counter jump where you lift your feet up and then push into the ground. I don't want you to do that. I want you to just have your feet stuck on the ground. And from here, you're just going to come up fast and you're going to land on one leg with a slight flex in your knee. You're leaning forwards a little bit as well over the foot, and you're just going to stabilize and hold this position. When you're at the top, I don't want you to let your knee go in or anything like that, so I want you to land with good technique and just stabilize that position. So we're going to do 5 on each side. We can like alternate between each side. So yeah, for all these exercises as well, start off with whatever is your weakest leg, okay? So don't do that pre-movement. Come up and just land on one leg and hold it, okay? Next time. Try and get up onto that box as fast as you can, alright? This can be much better as well if you've got a bigger box to do. It can force you to jump up faster, you know? Force you to create like more power with your muscles. So land good, stabilize it, hold it for a second. Don't flex forwards like that. Alright. How are we doing, people? Yeah, I can cover that at the end. Patinho. We can do a little question party at the end. Alright, so we're going to just have like a little rest and then blast that one again. For this one we want to be like fully charged, maximally recovered, and then we can go as fast as we possibly can. Caesar, I'm going to need some photographic evidence that you're actually doing these exercises. Alright, so we're going to blast that one again, another 5 both sides. So for this one we're just training that connection between the brain and the muscles to just fire as fast as possible. Taking out that elastic aspect of the movement, so we're just using that pure muscle signaling. And yeah, like I said, if you want to progress this one, getting a higher box in front of you can be a good idea. Or you can do single-legged jumps as well if you want. Try and land soft as well on that box. Don't land with like, boom, super heavy on top of the box. All right. Yeah, post photos now. Alright, so that's that one. Now we're going to move on to another jumpy, plyometric style exercise. So for this one, I don't know if you've been here for the other lives, but for the other ones, in the other workouts, we've been doing this lateral jump as far and high as we possibly can go. This one that we're about to do now will be like the next level up. So we're not just gonna jump into like the max level straight away because it can increase the intensity quite a lot, but we're essentially gonna be just jumping from one foot over onto the other foot. So like this, for example, and then as you land, I'll come back over. As you land, you're gonna, as soon as you touch the ground, you're going to do another little mini jump. So you're going to come from here, land, and then jump, and then come down, flex your knee, flex your hip, and just stabilize that in the same position we had at the top of the box as well. So to start off, unless you've been doing this exercise for a while, don't try and jump as high as far as you can. Do it a little bit like sub-max style. So I will do it probably like that kind of range. If you have any kind of feeling like knee pain or anything with this little extra jump, just focus on just landing and just sticking it and not doing that extra jump. And yeah, let's do it. So we're going to do 4 each side. And as well, before, you might want to just do a few like little practice ones, just so you get the feel of what it feels like to just land on that foot. Alright, so we're going to go, come up fast. As soon as you hit the ground, get up as fast as you can. And then stabilize it again. Stabilize it again. And again. Alright. How do people find that one? Any knee issues? Yeah, for future reference, for people that want to keep doing this kind of stuff, progressions for this one. So you're going to start off with just doing that jump and stick. Then you can start doing it like maximally as high as you possibly want to go, as far as you want to go. And then you can add that little bounce like we're doing now. And then after that, next level would be just going straight back over. So as soon as you land, you would just project yourself back in that other direction. And there you go. All about progression, kids. Especially with these like jumpy style exercises, because they can put a lot of stress on the old knees. Alright, so we're going to do one more of those ones. Alright, 4 each side. Land, stabilize, jump fast, as fast as you can off the ground. Stabilize it. Stabilize it. I don't know how many I did. If you've been here for the other lives, you'll know that I'm absolutely terrible at counting the reps. That's because you're from Tinga, mate. Alright, so now we're going to go on to doing a little combo one, a little combo package. So we're going to start off with a lateral lunge on the whatever side is your weakest. So let's say your right leg is your weaker side. You're going to start off doing that one with your right side down on the ground. Alright, so you're going to come up with your elbow underneath your shoulder, and can you see me from that angle? Yeah, I guess. And a straight line from your shoulder all the way down to your foot. You're going to put that other leg just a little bit in front of the other foot, and your arm can go up there on the other shoulder. I don't want it to be like rolling forwards like this. Keep a straight position.
And you're just going to come up like that, hold this position for about 10 seconds. The old classic lateral plank. So hold that one. And then we're going to come down. Now what we're going to be doing is a little lateral lunge like we were doing at the start of the video for the warm-up. But the difference here is I want you to step over and you're going to basically go down slow. So think ass back, keep that upper body as one block, so it's not curving forwards, you're moving that whole upper body as a block. Ass back, you can have your arms out in front of you as well. And you've got two options here. So option number one is to step forwards like that, step sideways, sorry. So you're going to drive your leg into the ground, projecting it this way. You can imagine like you're popping a trick. You'll be like pushing, not at such a high angle, but like pushing to the side. Or option number two, if that one's super easy, we're going to be basically doing the same thing, but then you'll jump over to that foot. So the best way I found to explain this one to people is that when you come down to get back over, you might want to just lift that left leg up a bit so you can project yourself with just that right leg. So we're going to do 8 to 12 of these ones and then swap over. We're going to do the other plank on the other side and keep going like that. Alright, so come over, go down slow, have all of your weight as well on this right leg, so you're not in the middle, you've got all that weight on the right leg. From this position, then you can step back up or jump back up, go down slow, come back up, come over, all the weight on that right leg, don't let your knee go in. Or the other one's just like stepping, just so you can see the difference. Alright. Sick. Alright, so we're going to do now the other side plank on the floor. So come down. Straight line from your foot up to your shoulder, elbow under the shoulder, other leg a little bit in front of the other foot, and from here you're just going to come up, hold this one, don't roll forwards. And we go down. And now up, and we'll do the other lateral lunge for the other side. Alright, so for this one you'll step over, have that weight on the left leg, don't let your knee go in, come down like that, ass back as well, and then you'll either step up or come down, lift that other leg up and jump up, whatever you want to do. So come down slow, jump up, come down slow, jump up. Last one for this side. Alright. So now we'll get back down on the floor. For this one we'll mix it up just for the people that didn't come to the other lives, just so you've got another idea of a different exercise that you can do. For this one you're going to have same position, so you're on your side again. The only difference is now we've got our knees at about a 45-degree angle in front of us. Your feet are in line with your upper body. You have your hand in the same place. And from this one we're just going to come up and basically lift our other leg up like that. So we'll do 8 of these, come down, and then come straight back up. Don't collapse on the floor, maintain the tension throughout the whole movement. Alright. More in. So now we'll do the other lateral lunge on the right side, or whatever side you've chosen as the first one. So step over, ass back, whole upper body moving as a block, you're not falling forwards, and then come back up to the other side. If you're choosing the jumping or all the stepping ones, just think that you're projecting the force using that leg, alright? Last one this side. Alright, so now we'll go down on the floor again. Other side, we'll do that same second exercise. So, knees at 45 degrees, elbow under the shoulder, feet in line with the upper body, and come up. Don't collapse at the bottom, come straight back up. Two more of these. Alright. And now the last one on this leg. So step over, all the weight on that left leg. Come back up. Like I said, it can help if before you do that jump, just lift up that right leg a little bit, so it forces you to use just that left leg to get you back up. Otherwise, it can be a bit of a dodgy procedure. One more. All right. How we doing, people? We all alive? I'm going to bring you down onto the box. Alright. Okay, so next one we're going to be doing is something called a hamstring walkout. So for this one, you're going to come onto your back and with your feet, your heels close to your ass, lie back down, and then you'll come lift your pelvis up so you've got a straight line going on from your knee to your shoulder. Come up onto your heels, and from this position, we're basically going to be taking little steps out like this. So little tiny steps all the way out. Make sure that with each step you're not like sagging your pelvis, you're maintaining it like almost poking up a little bit. But if you're feeling it a lot on your back, it's because you're basically poking up too much. So you can go back down, contract your core before you start, and then make sure you're just moving from your hip, you're not moving from your back. Alright? So we're going to do 3 walks there and back. So come on. Oh, the doggies have just arrived back. What's up, kids? Alright. So you're going to come up onto your heels, close to your ass, and you just take those little steps forwards. Make sure you're not sagging at the hips all the way. You should feel a lot of tension in your hamstrings. And then from here you'll now walk back up like this, and we'll go back again. You're going to feel a lot of tension in the old hamstrings for this one. It's probably in the glutes as well. And last one. Alright. I bet that one made you sweat, Caesar. Alright. We'll have a little chill. And then we'll do another one of those ones. How are people getting on? Yeah, that's a sweaty one, that one is. I'm sweating like a beaver as well. Are you allowed to say that in 2020? Probably not. Alright, so we're gonna do one more of those hamstring walkouts. So another 3 each way. Feet next to the ass to start. Remember, coming up, you're not coming up with your back curve. Have your core solid as a block, and the movement that brings you up comes from your hips, right? So come up and don't let that hip, that pelvis sag, and take those little steps out. Come back the other way. Back we go. Don't forget to breathe with these kind of more isometric style movements, these like held movements. Remember to breathe as well. And last way back. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go on to the next one now. We're going to do another little double combo kebab. Alright, so for this one we're going to be doing 2 exercises again. We're going to start off with a kind of lunge style exercise. So for this one, you've got 2 options again as well, right? You've got basically just coming down onto the floor and doing it on the floor. So you'll basically do these step backs like this. We're going to hold it at the bottom and then we'll come back up. Or the other option is you'll do it on the sofa. So whichever one you choose, come down onto the floor, kneeling on that other knee with it right under your hip. Get your knee right above your other ankle on the left side. From this one as well, you want to make sure you're not letting your knee go in at all. And from here, you're going to shift over your weight onto that front foot. Make sure you've got your weight as well evenly distributed on that foot. So not too much on the toes, not too much on the heel. And from this position, you'll then come up, step back down. We're going to go down like this, slowly down, and then we're going to hold this at the bottom. And when you're in this position, I want you to be pushing into the ground, contracting everything super tight, and then you're going to come up fast, like that. But make sure when you come up fast, you push into the ground to come up fast. So that's option number 1. Option number 2, you do it, I'll do it on the other leg. You do the same thing, so you can find out with your knee over the top of your ankle, and you'll come up and do the same thing. So this one's a bit more intense than that one on the floor. Alright, so we're going to do 3 of these each side. So come down, most of the weight on that front foot, the one at the back, is just a support, alright? So as well, don't curve over. And hold this position, pushing into the ground, and then we're going to come up fast. Alright? Doing like one of these. So you're holding it at the bottom, working on all that strength in those awkward positions where we're most weak. And now to come up fast, you've got to push into the ground, alright? So push in evenly throughout the whole of your foot. Come back down. Hold that position. And come up fast. Alright. So now we're going to swap over to the other side. So whichever one you chose, on the ground or whatever. Come down, remember most of that weight over that front foot, well pretty much all of the weight on the front foot, just that one at the back is just acting as a little support. You're going to hold this position, pushing into the ground, trying to activate as much of that muscle as we can. And then to come up, we're going to come up fast. Push into the ground to come up fast, alright? Come back down again. contracting, pushing into the ground, and up fast. Push into the ground to come up fast, and there we go. So that's exercise number 1. We're now going to combine that with a little reverse plank. So you can do this one in between 2 chairs that are the same height if you want, or if you don't have that, if you can only afford 1 chair, then you can do it on the sofa. So we'll come up. Am I visible from there? Wait, I'll bring it down a little bit. So we're going to come down like this with our shoulder blades up on the sofa, and we're going to have a straight line. Come over a little bit. We're going to have a straight line from our heels up to the body, right? So then have that head as well in a straight line. Don't sag and squeeze those glutes to like holding your position, okay? So not coming down like this and not coming up too far, right? We're contracting the core, contracting the glutes, and we're pretty much just activating all of that muscle in the back. That chain of muscles that run down the back of your body. Super important for skating. That's where you get all that power from. You're going to hold this one about 20 seconds and chill. That one is a sweaty one. Cheers, Jack. I'm glad it's useful, mate. I actually really enjoy doing this shit. I didn't realise that I would enjoy it so much, but I actually really like doing these live sessions. Yeah, pistol squats can be good. Definitely, they're difficult, super difficult, but in terms of like mobility and working on strength in those awkward positions, yeah, they're definitely good. And when you work in body weight as well, those like, in times like this when you don't have much like other external resistance to use, going through like more range of motion can be good as well. So yeah, to increase the strength of what we've got. So alright, we're going to do now over to the other one. So we'll do the lunge one. I'll do this next one on the ground just so you can see what it's like. So come up with your knee underneath your hip, and then now the knee on the front leg and over your ankle. You'll then come up, lean over. So we've got most of our weight on that front foot, the back one's just the support. And from here, come up to starting position, and now put yourself back in that same position. Come down. Hold this position, pushing into the ground, not letting that knee go into the middle. Pushing in, and then to come up, remember you've got to push into the ground as well to come up. And there we go. One more as well, going down. I personally can't do pistol squats though. I mean, I can do a really shit one, but I don't really have, like, my hip structure doesn't really allow me to do much of these kind of like super deep positions. Alright, so pushing into the ground, come up fast. Alright, swing over to the other side. So most of that weight on that front foot, not curving over. Nice good posture, McGee. Push into the ground. Hold it. And push into the ground to come up fast. 2 more. And last one. Pushing into the ground the whole way, and extra push to come up fast. Alright, killing it. Sick. Alright, so we're going to do now another one of these again on the sofa. So come up with your shoulder blades and you're onto your heels as well. You're not coming up too far, you're going to feel it a lot in your back if you do that. Not sagging down either, so contract that core, straight line, and now contract the glutes. Have your head there as well, chilling. Well, active neck, sorry, I mean active head. Jupins, Gypsy, come here. High five. He's getting involved. Alright, squeeze the ass cheek, squeeze the ass cheek. Hold it, and there we go. Good shit, mate. Alright, how we doing, people? How long have we been going? 45 minutes. Alright, let's do, I was going to do just one more, but maybe we can sneak in. I'll sneak in just one more for the people that didn't come to the other sessions in the other week. So for this one you're going to need a ball, or if you don't, like, you can use, like the other day someone used an onion. So anything that's round, like apple, onion, a ball, or in fact even if you don't have anything, or you can even use like a bottle, to be fair, and put that on your back. You just need something that's on your back. Alright, I'm going to use this. It's like a little ball of yarn, wool from my girlfriend. So for this one, you're going to come down, right? And with your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and we're going to get that onion, apple, ball, whatever you've got, put it on your lower back, right? So that's just going to give you some feedback as to the position of your pelvis and of your core, because this one's all about core control. So we're trying to like stabilize our core and just move from our arms and from our legs, alright? So that's giving you that feedback. And from this position, you can either start off just doing one hand up at a time. So you can go one hand up like this. If that's, I mean, you can go one leg as well. If that's super easy, you can do alternate legs and hands. So you can do left hand and right leg. Just make sure you're not coming up too far. Just come to whatever your range of motion limit is. And at the back, you're not coming up like that because you're going to start curving at your spine as well. So you're just thinking foot straight back to the end of the room, and come back like that. Contract and forwards. Remember, this one's all about control. So once you've mastered it as well, you can start doing more faster movements as well. So there we go. Do about 5 on each side. Now come over to the other side. Same thing. Foot back into the middle. There we go. Alright, so just because it's the last of the week, we can do another set of those. We're going to combine. We're going hard today, I realise. BRB grabbing my onion, man, that's amazing. Yeah, Nick, I am a personal trainer. If you want to train with me, give me a DM. Alright, so we're going to now combine these ones, combine that last one with basically this kind of long duration jumps, alright? So we're going to be just jumping from side to side like this for about 30 seconds. For this one, I want you to just make sure that you're not, your heel isn't touching the ground, alright? So you're always just a little bit above, and when you come up, you're like flexing into the ground to jump yourself back up. So for this one, I want you to get to the point where you're feeling a burn in your calves. So you're gonna just do these little sub-max jumps. Make sure your heel isn't touching the floor. And we'll do like 30 of these. Well, sorry, 30 seconds. If this is super easy and you don't feel that burn at all, you can go 1 foot. And then you can do the other one as well. Until you get to that point of the burning calves. This is just training that elasticity in and around all of the muscles and the tendons and ligaments and everything. Well, no, I guess we're not really doing that many. All that connective tissue. I don't know how long we've been going because I don't have a timer. Alright, we'll call that a day there. And now we'll go back down on the floor as well and just do the final set of the old Birdmans. So we'll get that ball on the small lower back as well. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And into the middle like that. And other side. Alright, so now we'll just do one final one of those jumps and we'll call it a day. Alright, so remember, don't let your heels touch the floor. For future reference as well, you can do the same thing with these ones, like forwards and back, and as well like diagonally. It's training all different angles, all different ranges. Alright, there we go. There we go, my people. We are done. How do people find that one? People are alive. Thank you guys. I'm glad that you like it, that means a lot. I think Caesar's bailed. I don't see him anywhere. Gonna have words with him later on. Yeah, I need a shower as well after that one. That was a sweaty one. Cheers, Nick. Yeah, I think there's a lot of useful stuff for people that don't skate on there as well. Like most of the stuff that I cover, I mean, I kind of tune it for skating, but like, yeah, most of that stuff applies to just normal life and can be applied to other exercises and stuff like that as well. I actually normally work out at a gym. I just prefer working it out as a gym, you know. It's just like, just makes it like easier it motivates me easier, you know. It's like, I find if I plan on working out at home, I just kind of, I don't know, things get in the way, or like I don't really push myself so much. So yeah, I usually go for a gym. And as well, like I kind of like having free weights and having that option as well, you know. I like the feeling of like real heavy shit on top of me, like on my shoulders. Yeah, Caesar's gone. I need to. Ah, Ruby Caesar. Ah. True, because Caesar's phone died. Alright. That's true, that's true. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Cole. I know what you're saying. I'm gonna do some workout routines for the gym though as well. So hopefully that will help with those feelings of awkwardness in the gym. But yeah, I can relate to that, definitely. Committing to gaps or tricks? That is a great question. That is an absolutely $1 million question right there. Man, for me, like, I've struggled for a long time committing to tricks down gaps and stairs and handrails and stuff like that. It always took me a really long time to commit, but I just got to this one point, like pretty recently, where I was able to just kind of commit much more. And for me, it was like this battle between a battle inside of myself, where it was like I wanted to overcome the fear, and I wanted to like prove to myself that I was like more powerful and stronger than my fear of that stuff. So I kind of use that as motivation to almost like prove it to myself that like if it's a trick that I know I can do, it's like I'll just use that motivation to and that kind of like thinking that like yeah, I'm stronger than that fear, and I'm stronger than that belief that I can't do it, and yeah, just over time I've just kind of like practiced on that practice that kind of pattern of thinking in all different areas of my life, you know, just forcing myself to just face negative situations and face my fears, and that's really helped, you know, just seeing it as like an opportunity to just face fears and just almost battle myself. I'm going to show you a book which is like this guy. If you don't know who David Goggins is, you need to check this guy out. Check him on Instagram. I think it's like David Goggins on Instagram. But this guy is like the master of overcoming fear and negative situations and just kind of strengthening your mind, you know. He's a real like gnarly motherfucker, and I would highly recommend this one. Yeah, so Can't Hurt Me is the name of the book, and yeah, he's taught me a lot about overcoming fear and pushing myself. I hope that helps. That was kind of like one of those trick tips where they're like, oh yeah, okay, so this is how you do it. You put your foot there, you pop, you flip, and then that's it, you're done. I hope maybe you can get some insight from that comment. Yeah, any other questions? I don't think there's anything else posted. Sick, I'm glad it helped. Cool. Alright, Small Budub, thank you so much for coming along. Appreciate it. And yeah, if there's no more questions, I guess I'm gonna say goodbye. And I'm certified with the NSCA, and yeah, you got to recertify. I think it's every 2 years, I think, or maybe even every 1 year. I need to check that out actually. Small Budub, Haley, Cole, everyone, thank you so much for coming along. I appreciate it, and there we go. See you later, everyone. I'll let you all know when we're doing the next lives. All right. Peace.